Hey guys, Chris here. This video will be slightly more shorter than usual, but I'll be doing a lineup for today, lineup for tomorrow, and recap of today. I had to do this video over a couple times because my stupid thing doesn't want to upload. So hopefully this time it goes in. So let me just copy this referral. Shout out to Todd Bossemeyer. Shout out to Items in Auction. Shout out to Gun Doctor. What's up, man? I'm sorry I couldn't reply to this, but you're a really cool dude. Shout out to Bub. I'm sorry. Yo, when I first saw this, I was pissed because I gave away a lineup that was 376. And for someone to call me a dumb fuck for that, man, it really pissed me off. But I didn't know you were fucking with me. So hard to judge sarcasm over the internet. But yeah. Shout out to Jake Brock. Shout out to Aaron Stevens. Shout out to Ed Willis. Shout out to Brian Ford. Shout out to Items and Auction. Shout out to Gold 7000. Shout out to Tony Palomalo. Shout out to Mike 212231. Shout out to Sitlo So Sleek. Shout out to Microtech 23. Shout out to Josh PB Gamer. Shout out to XTG TJ104. Shout out to Buster Sexton. Shout out to Eric Vincent. Shout out to Fantasy Help. And I think I'll be doing a block for these guys, so keep a lookout for that. Yuck. Shout out to Microtech 23 and shout out to Big Chill 420. Let's do quick shout outs. Well, that's my paper for physiology. If you guys want to support me, you guys can send me a tip here. Again, I don't push it on to anyone. It's just if you want to send me something and I've helped you out in some way, just go ahead. I mean, it's whatever. But again, I don't push it on to anyone. Shout out to Robert Argal. Shout out to Louis the Rocket Lockett. Shout out to Sean Chuck and Threes Dyke. Shout out to Rax or Richard Contreras the Contrarian. Shout out to Augusta Bus Flores. Shout out to Uncle Drew Lansing. Shout out to Kenneth Spit and Flame Bars Elsiger. Shout out to Todd Bosker my winner. Shout out to T Ballin. Shout out to Lucas with the Brick Anderson. Shout out to Gino from downtown. Shout out to F Islami the Salami Calamari Monster. Shout out to Brian and Costa Crossover. Shout out to Stephen O. Snap. Shout out to Ismail on the Fast Break Martinez. Shout out to Roy the Boy who cried foul Ozaki. Shout out to Hassan Blockside. And I like Turtles Willis and Anthony Ducking through the lane, Anthony Lane. You guys can get us a nickname just also through signing up through ScoreStreak and using my referral and depositing $10 to play, and I'll give you my picks and a special shout out and nickname. If you need hot roster picks, this is I used to do hot roster all the time, but I can't anymore because I already have enough shit on my plate. But if you guys do want to try hot roster and have success at it, check out my boy Robert. He plays it all the time religiously. And that's his Twitter handle, and this is his email. Feel free to bug him, ask him for picks. He does have a promo code through Hot Roster that you guys can check out, Argal. You don't have to ask him more about it because I'm not very sure how it works. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go look at my lineups today. We'll look at them quickly. Obviously, they didn't hit. I was off. The line was at 269. I was at 265, which is some bullshit. I was off by 3 points. And you'll get to why. Very underperforming players. But I went with Steph Curry. I went with a really high upside today with Curry. I know he'd be low owned, and I was like, F it, I gotta go Curry. And Reggie Jackson was the obvious pick. I ignored it though. I faded it. It was a bad idea. He went off today, so that was a really bad idea. So Curry barely hits 3.5 times value. Yeah, just not a great play out of him. But, anyways, Curry got me 38 points. Mike Conley, great play here, 38 points. I knew he was going to have a good game. Really glad he pulled through for me. James Harden, busted for everybody. Not a good play today. Just really one of his most disappointing outings I've ever seen. 25 points barely. KCP, really disappointing. Tolliver and Butler with making threes like crazy. KCP could barely get any of his shots to go down, and he just couldn't do anything offensively, so really bad game out of him. Bledsoe was obviously the nice play to go. Small forward, I went PJ Tucker and Bojan. Bojan was a killer play, really nice play that came through for me. PJ Tucker, another really nice play, came through for me. Marcus Morris and Motor Eunice, really good play, so these guys came through for me. But my bust of the night, Rudy Gobert. I went all high upside for this. I thought it would be a great play after figuring out that Brandon Wright was not starting and Alex Len was. I was like, wow, I picked the right day to fade Wright and go Gobert. But Brandon Wright ended up with more points than Gobert. Gobert was just a bust today. Couldn't do anything. I was watching this game and I was just like, wow, Gobert's not doing anything at all. Yeah, it was embarrassing. Gobert didn't do anything. But Oh well, I missed it by 3 points. Curry obviously took up a lot of cap. Harden, just a lot of disappointments on this team. But oh well, let's go look at tomorrow. And I'm only gonna play the late slate. The early slates are I'm not gonna wake up in time for that. I'm gonna be sleeping in all day. But I have an idea of what I like at point guard. Oh, fuck, I hate when I click the name. There you go. At point guard, I love Alfred Payton, especially if all their guys are out again. If they're not, I still like Alfred Payton. He's still a solid play. He's a little machine. I like Kemba Walker tomorrow. You could easily go Reggie Jackson. If you're feeling really contrarian, Ty Lawson. Jordan Clarkson, really good play. Ish Smith, a nice play. Yeah, lots of guys here. And then if Rubio's out again, Levine's a good play. But yeah, shooting guards. You could take a risk on Bledsoe. I'm not gonna touch him. I'm tired of his inconsistency. I'm gonna go with Evan Turner. He'll probably start at point guard tomorrow because Marcus Smart's out, and Evans Turner can fill up a stat sheet, so I like him tomorrow. Second, I'll probably go Bradley Beal just because you'll be on Ben McLemore, and that's good enough reason for me to start you. So Bradley Beal, small forward. I really digging Chandler Parsons and Wilson Chandler. I like both of them a lot. Well, Chandler Parsons has not been great lately, but I feel like this is a game he bounces back in and starts hitting a shitload of threes like he usually does. It's a high-paced game. He should be fine. Same with Chandler. I think the same. High-paced game suits his game the best. I see a lot of steals, lots of fast break points for Chandler. If Cousins out again, I'm going to fit Rudy Gay in right away. Henderson and MKG are really good plays, I think. Crowder, nice play. He'll probably get a bump in minutes. Tucker's always a consistent play. Buttinger's a really nice sleeper play if all their guys out are again for Minnesota. Power forward Nerlens Noel is obvious. Kenneth Faried's probably a really nice play too, but I like Marcus Morris. So I'm probably gonna roll Morris and not many other Tolliver and Bass are probably the only other good ones or cheaper ones that can get you some points. And then center I'm gonna run Drummond. Boston's horrible against centers. Vucevic's a really high upside play too. Gorgie Chang. Again, if Pekovic and Garnett is out, Gorgie Chang's a good play. I bet Alex Len's cheap as hell now. 4.4K for Alex Len, so he is a really good bargain. But I'm going to run Drummond tomorrow. I think Drummond has a great game. So this is an idea of what I'm going with for Fanduel tomorrow. I actually really like this a lot, so I may keep it the same. Depending on injury news, we'll see what happens. But I really like this as it is. And we'll see how it does tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully this shit uploads because shit's pissing me off. Let's go to Score Streak real quick. And let me just make some picks for you guys, and then we'll call this the night. Because I want to go to sleep already. Come on. So yeah, this is Score Streak if you guys were wondering. And the referral will be at the bottom. So I already have my picks on here. Thank God. So yeah, this is what I'm going to go with. Westbrook, James, Wade. Westbrook for 30, LeBron for 24, Wade for 20 points, DeAndre for 16, Drummond for 12, the Vooch for 10, Paul for 11, Wall for 9, Rhino for 6. So let's submit this. Join the game. And yeah, so that'll be Score Streak. So I'll leave the referral in the comments below. I'm sorry, I didn't even know what I'm saying right there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you for watching my video, and bye bye.